uncover a side of Japan that we did not expect. But let's catch you up real quick. If you're new here, we're talandmads and we share our lives with wonderful people like you here on YouTube. Right now, that means you're coming to Japan. Over the past few weeks, we've fallen in love with this amazingly quirky country, but nothing prepared us for what was next. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you want to keep hanging out with us. We have just arrived in Fukuoka. It is a gateway city onto the island of Kyushu. We have a lot planned on this island, but we just have one night in this city and we heard of this phenomenon that happens here throughout the city. Over 100 of these food stalls every single night pop up from 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. We just found this strip where a lot of food stalls are, and it's wild to see that these are built up and taken down every night, and it is bustling. We have to try some. Like, it's already so hot tonight that we're sitting by like 8 different fire grills, and like the heat. We're in the kitchen. We are in the kitchen. So this will surely cool us down.
We quickly found out why Fukuoka's open-air food stalls, also known as yatai, are one of the city's best-known symbols. The row of around 20 yatai that we visited sit along one of the city's many canals, offering a unique atmospheric environment to enjoy good food and conversation.
Delicious. I was a little nervous, but I love it. It is incredible how many things they are whipping out of this little kitchen. I've seen like 10 different dishes. Coming from where? I still haven't quite figured it out.
Okay, so I know we kind of got bullied into sitting down there and we just ate some plain noodles, but we did hear that there's a specific type of ramen that you can get around here called Hakata ramen, which is the name of the train station. I guess it's probably the name of like part of the city here. So I'm excited to try what makes Hakata ramen so special.
Take a seat. I feel like I have to hold on to the bar because I don't know to do that.
If you didn't know any better, you'd think I was thoroughly enjoying this ramen experience. You'd probably assume that the ridiculous amount of chili I was adding was a sign of my love for spicy food, not a desperate attempt to numb my taste buds. With how tiny and intimate these food stalls were, there was absolutely no way I was gonna let it show that this was, hands down, the most disgusting thing I had ever put in my mouth. Oh my god, okay. I need to explain.
We need to get out of here to explain, I think.
No,
we need to
explain. On the walk over here, we walked through an area that felt like it was, you know, for the adults, if you know what I mean. For the adults looking to have a good time. We walked through that area, we were like, okay, let's get through this quick. We don't like it. But then it started to smell weird. We're like, what is that? Like, it was like burnt vinegar, like old socks, old vinegar socks and vinegar. And we're like, oh, let's get out of here, like let's keep walking.
We're like,
we get to the food stalls. All right, food stalls, it smells like fire, it smells like grilling, it smells good. Then I tried the Hakata ramen and I realized where that smell was coming from. That's all I'll say. Okay, we're gonna cleanse the palate with some grilled corn. I don't think you can go wrong with that. Thank you. Here's the thing. Normally, we get grilled corn. It's grilled on a barbecue. He used his massive flamethrower. Every single kernel has a char. That might be the juiciest called corn I ever put my mouth on. You got your plates. Okay. We just got to a place called Beppu. It's a coastal town on the island of Kyushu in southwest Japan. We took an early morning train. We're just gonna have some breakfast looking out at the ocean. Our go-to breakfast, some Greek yogurt and some nuts, all from the convenience store. But I absolutely had to log on here to tell you guys the progression from last night's ramen experience. So you know how I had that really funky ramen? Well, I Googled to see why Hakata ramen has that flavor and smell. And I found this Reddit thread of this couple that went through the exact same thing. They walked through the streets, they smelled a dirty sock smell. Then they went into a restaurant, smelled the dirty sock smell, tried the ramen, and lo and behold, it tasted like the smell. So it's not just us. We've been on a pretty tight budget on this trip and honestly in life, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate. Everything has become so expensive, especially food. But today's sponsor, Huel, is here to help. Huel is no prep meals that do not compromise your health. We've been using Huel for the past 7 months or so, and it's been so useful to have these all-in-one meal replacement shakes. Huel is ideal for when you're pressured for time, on the go, in a rush, or away from the kitchen. All you need is some cold water, 2 scoops of powder, and shake. You will have a convenient and nourishing meal in seconds. I personally love the Huel Black Edition. It's the low-carb, high-protein powdered meal. It has 40 grams of protein plus 27 essential vitamins and minerals. It's plant-based, gluten-free, and has no artificial sweeteners. Huel is specially designed by nutritionists and dietitians to give your body everything it needs in an extremely easy and convenient way. Basically, you get a high-quality breakfast or lunch for just $2.50 a meal. Can't beat that. I drink Huel as a protein shake after working out or a quick on-the-go breakfast. If you've been watching our vlogs here, you'll know we've been a bit picky with our eating here in Japan, so it's great to know that we have Huel as our backup. If you want to save time, save money, and eat healthy, use our code talandmads to get 15% off your first order, plus a free shaker and t-shirt, which is a $40 value. That's code talandmads for 15% off your order. The link will be in the description below. Having a busy life shouldn't stop you from eating healthy, so check out Huel today.
Today, we're heading out to explore a collection of otherworldly hot springs. These geothermal wonders have captivated visitors for generations with their stunning colors, intense heat, and mystical atmosphere.
Oh my god, this is creepy. Oh my god. Hot. Duh. Beppu is said to be the onsen capital of Japan. Now, mind you, I've read that a couple of times about a few different places here in Japan, but here in Beppu there are different, what they call the Hells of Beppu or the Jigoku, and it's because these hot springs or onsens are actually way too hot to bathe in. They're not used for bathing, they're just here for viewing, and they all have very unique different properties. This one here, I think it's literally called Chinoke Jigoku, which translates to red hot bath. And this is thought to be the oldest one out of all 7. And this one is, they say, around 95 degrees.
The Blood Pond is one of Beppu's most iconic hot springs. Its vibrant red color is caused by high concentrations of iron and magnesium oxide. While it's too hot for bathing, the mineral-rich mud and waters from this hell are believed to have therapeutic properties and can be used to treat a range of skin issues. If you're curious about the health benefits, you can even buy a bottle of the water to take with you.
It's so crazy. We're up here looking over top of the Blood Pond, and you can see steam rising from an onsen off in the distance.
This is absolutely wild to see. Just on this bus ride, you can overlook the town and you see all the hotels that have onsens in them steaming up. And I mean, like, that's nuts. It smells like sulfur. Ew.
Oh, I just got a whiff. I'm not going straight through it. Yuck!
Looking at all these steam, it just is like, looks like, you know, when you're so mad, like you stub your toe and you feel like there's steam coming out your ears. This is literally everywhere you turn, there's steam coming out of every hole. Look at that tiny hole, steam.
Before coming here, we actually read that a lot of the people that live in these communities use the steam from the hot springs to cook. How convenient is that? There's actually a restaurant that we wanted to go to that cooks only with steam from the hot springs, but that's closed today. But we just stumbled upon what I think is a little cooking station.
I'm really sad that restaurant's closed. It looked really cool, but we will paste some videos and photos on our faces right now so you can see how cool it is.
I am loving the feel of this area so far. I feel like a lot of the other spots we've been to have been really touristy, which is okay, but it's just kind of felt like we're getting pumped through different places. This is a little bit of a choose your own adventure. You can pick which hot springs you want to visit. You can take the bus. I feel like we're just on a little hike to check out all of these different points.
After seeing all of this, I think Beppu has earned its title as onsen capital of Japan.
I think we just found Japan's cutest gingerbread house.
What is this, a center for ants?
What is this? A center for ants?
I don't know why, but I find it so funny when people start talking in full Japanese to us.
We might speak
We're like,
it. Hey, we're working on it.
Yeah, Talia's getting there.
Yeah, imagine being in a steam room, but all the time. That's what I feel like right now. Okay, walking out to the next Jikoka. Ooh, this one is pretty. Wow. It's so crazy how this one is Gatorade blue. It looks like such a refreshing pool of water to take a dip in. It's actually 95 degrees in there. This onsen is called Umi Jigoku, and if you're only planning to visit a few of the Hells of Beppu like we did, this one is a must. The aquamarine pool surrounded by the lush greenery feels completely otherworldly. Plus, they sell hard-boiled eggs cooked right in the hot spring steaming waters. Apparently, the eggs have a slight mineral flavor from the geothermal heat. We didn't try one ourselves, but let us know if you have.
I've never seen anything like that. It's a floating lily pad tray.
I told you I was hot. I just cannot believe this place is the same country as like Tokyo. The vast range of landscapes and activities to do and things to see in Japan is just blowing us away. Before calling it a night, we strolled through the streets of Beppu while enjoying this absolutely magical sunset.
Good morning, you guys. I am so excited for what we are about to do today. It's something that I have seen other people do in all different places around the world, and we have wanted to try it for so long. And today we get to try it in Japan, and I'm just freaking pumped about it. Let's go. Into the wild.
Down this road is where we'll start our trek to the jaw-dropping Yufugawa Gorge. All right, ready to rock and roll.
The raft has been packed.
Get it? The pack raft. Hiking down was sketchier than we expected, with only a tiny rope as our protection from falling off the cliff. Our water shoes and suits didn't make it any easier. Already working up a sweat in this wetsuit. But finally, it was time to inflate our rafts. These are pack rafts, and as the name suggests, you can pack them up and take them almost anywhere. Once we hopped in, we were shocked by how agile and comfortable they were. All right. This thing is comfy. There's a chair in here. Don't worry, I'll say it 1,000 more times. This is comfy. Wow, this chair is comfy. I think we might need one of these. This is comfy. We made our way upstream, rewarded with insane views. Towering cliffs, lush greenery, and the sound of water rushing all around. We dismounted the raft whenever we hit rocks or boulders, climbing through with the raft over our shoulders. Each rocky patch left us in awe. but some areas were especially challenging to navigate. Kind of a hot mess right now. Honestly, I'm surprised our ankles survived in one piece. But nothing beats the feeling of jumping back into the raft for a paddle. After a few hours of trekking, it was finally time for lunch. This is stunning. So beautiful. Not sure what we're doing here, but look at the way we just rested our boats. All right, we ditched the boats for a little field trip into a cave. Seems like in the last big storm, this tree fell and got perfectly stuck in between the gorge. Look at this. Wow, definitely worth the field trip. Oh my God.
I don't usually go swimming in my rain jacket, but
Here we are.
I guess it's okay.
Okay, this whole time we've been going upstream, so now we're going downstream. So now we get to just relax in the boat and let it take us for a ride. Oh, this is nice. Oh yeah. Pack rafting really was about the journey rather than reaching the end point. I mean, we literally got to the end and turned around to go right back to where we started. The mix of physical effort and relaxation, all while surrounded by such rugged beauty, had us completely hooked. This definitely won't be our last pack rafting trip.
Good morning. It's our last day here on Kyushu. The sun is shining, and we get to go somewhere that we didn't think we were going to make it to.
Hint, hint, we get to eat there. To be honest, we are feeling a little bummed because we did make a travel mistake today, and I just want you guys to learn from it. Today the weather called for like 20 millimeters of rain, and that made us change our plans of wanting to go do this hike around this active volcano 2 hours outside of here. We were gonna rent a car. It was gonna be very cool, but we thought all that rain might not be a good idea for that day, and joke's on us. It's a gorgeous day.
So the moral is,
Never plan around rain or weather in general. Just do it. If you want to do something, just do it.
yeah, because you won't regret doing it.
But you'll regret
will
not
regret
doing
not
it. Learn from us.
So we made it to the restaurant that we told you guys about just the other day. This is where you get to come and pick your own vegetables, pick your own protein, and you get to, whoa! And
We're in the steam.
And you get to cook your meal from the steam. So we just picked a whole bunch of things from the menu. We have to wait 40 minutes, and then they have this whole kitchen area set up with people in there helping you and showing you how to steam your food. And I was worried it was just gonna be plain and like not taste good, but I think we get a whole bunch of sauces and seasonings, and it smells delicious.
Pretty good business. Get people to cook their own food. Genius. Now we wait 6 minutes, 45 seconds. This is the size sauce container I think should be in every single restaurant. Yum! Lunch is served. Oh yeah! Next layer is our veg and some adorable dumplings. Overall, a pretty cool experience. The food was okay, but
We were there for the experience. The people were cute.
people were very cute. And that is what matters. I want you all to guess. Pause the video right now. If you know Maddie, you will guess this right. Where do you think she's making me go right now? Pause the video, let us know in the comments. Where is she taking me?
We basically only had vegetables for lunch, which means I have room for pastries in my stomach. So on the bus ride home, I of course Google Mapped bakery and found out that there's a famous bakery here in Beppu, guaranteed to have a lineup.
And there it is, there's the line.
We're rocking up to it now. I can smell it and I can see the line, and I just know it's gonna be worth it.
Okay. Okay.
We ate one on the way, we had to.
Yeah.
Confession.
Couldn't lie to you.
This is a chocolate bun, chocolate chip French bun, or something like that.
So, oh, I think you just gotta bite it.
Oh, it's like a lot of chocolate. Oh, baby.
We won't make you watch us devour the rest of these buns, but we just want to say thank you so much for watching. And if you don't already subscribe, and if you haven't already liked this video, please, 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 it would mean so much to us. And we got a jet because we are heading on to a different method of transportation, one we haven't been on yet here in Japan.
Spoiler alert, it's overnight and we're going to wake up on a different island tomorrow.
So we'll see you next week.
Hope we made you smile.